So men are always giving us advice, on what we should do, what we shouldn't do. So let's get into our main topic. We are talking about dating a broken man. Lizzie, when you think of broken men or a broken man, what do you think of?
I think of somebody who's not even ready to be in a relationship or to date. Like I think before you even try to put somebody else in your life, you have to do the work for yourself first. You have to be emotionally, physically ready. And if you're not doing that, if you're not giving somebody the energy that they need or motivating somebody, then you don't need to be in a position where you're looking or dating or yeah. And that goes for women and men.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you said that really good. I agree with what you said.
And I think
We finally agreeing.
I think a lot of times.
Earlier, I was ready to go back and forth with you, but I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do it.
I think when we think of broken and we think of healing, a lot of times I feel like they always tell the woman to heal and not really the men. So when the men come into the relationship, they still come in with the trauma they had either through childhood or through their ex marriages or relationship. Because I feel like women, we take our time. Like once we're hurt, we don't want to jump to the next man. We want to heal. We're still thinking about that next man in a new relationship. So I think most of the time we take our time to heal. But the man, y'all broken up yesterday. They back on the market tomorrow.
Do you think that's because of society? Because societies make men feel as if they have to always be strong. They always have to be this alpha. They always have to put their emotions to the side and, move on and jump to the next or whatever. Do you think society plays a major role on why, men necessarily don't heal from childhood trauma or from relationships or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that's a good point because as a man, you really can't show your emotion. You can't be like, damn, I'm really hurt. This person hurt my heart, and it was real damaging. So I do think that does play a part.
I also, I'm sorry, just to piggyback off of what Manny said, I also think that men kind of move on or just kind of hop into the next thing because I feel like it's kind of told that men have unlimited options. Like a main quote that men go by is like, oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea. So it's like, okay, if this female don't work out for me, I'll go find me another one.
If you like Kevin Samuels say it, we don't got no options, child.
Oh, please. He get another one. Yeah. But I definitely agree with that though. I was in an abusive relationship, my daughter's father, but it didn't start until after I had my daughter. And you don't we were young. We was like 19, 20, whatever. You don't realize how much trauma was done to a person until you in a relationship with them. And even if they did or did not heal, they're gonna eventually tell you anyway. You understand? So you never really know until you actually with somebody. Like, yeah, you have friends, but when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's completely different. Like I went through hell because of his childhood trauma and things like that. And, I not only him, but I experienced with other people. So they need to, society tells men, don't cry, don't show affection, don't do this, don't do that. Don't go to therapy, don't talk to, this and that. And then now is this whole big thing especially on Twitter, where Black men is like, oh, well, we can't talk, we don't have an outlet, this, that, and the third. We are not to provide you guys with that outlet. You understand what I'm saying? Like, women have their own, oh, I'm going to call my girlfriend, or, oh, I'm going to see my therapist, or whatever the case may be. I'm a journal, I'm a this, I'm a that. They don't know how to do that because they don't teach them that. So when you're dealing with a broken man, like she said, like Liz said, you shouldn't even be looking to date, honestly. Like, don't even waste my time. And that's why a lot of us come into contact with people who are narcissistic, who are they don't trust you and things like that, because they come in with all of that. You understand? So when you take your time to heal, go through, work through the motion and things like that, then you could be with somebody. But you cannot be with people. You can't even be friends with people. I'm gonna be honest with you. You cannot even be in any type of relationship and be friends. Yeah, you can't even be friends with somebody when you going through so much trauma, because energy travels. Like, I literally tell people, once I fell off, you're out, because I know the energy that I have. So once you bring in some type of energy that don't either match my energy or is better than mine, then you have to go, because clearly you have something that you dragging with you, and I don't want that. So you have to be really careful with, dealing with broken people in general. So
Sometimes they don't,
honest.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry,
Go
go ahead.
ahead.
Sometimes they don't even notice that they're
No,
broken.
I'm like, because
Sometimes
society don't let them know that.
yeah.
They think they okay. They just be walking around like, yeah, I'm here. They cope. Like, one of my ex, I knew he was going through something before, one of my exes, because he started drinking more. They subside everything with like alcohol or smoking or, dealing with a whole bunch of females. To be honest with you, I'm not a man, but just from, my best friends and things like that, and my brothers, they only want one person. To be honest with you, like, I've had conversations um with different men and things like that. Like, they really just want one person, their company and things like that. But because sometimes they go through things, they think like, okay, let me just deal with mad girls because that's the only way I'm gonna get through. They don't want to be alone. You
They don't
understand? So
problems.
Yeah.
exactly. So they subsided with different things.
And I think broken can look so many different ways. I know Stephanie gave an example of, an abusive, and unfortunately, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Minnie, did you date a broken man besides abusive? Maybe he was insecure about something, or
Yes, I did in my past. I was like also in like an abusive relationship as well. And it was fresh out of high school. So when you like, and I've said this on the podcast before, you're fresh out of high school or whatever, and in your mind thinking, your young mind is like, he just care about me. He care about what I wear. He care if I go out or whatever. So at that time, I did not think that was a controlling behavior. I just thought like, oh, that is so cute or whatever. But as time goes on, I realize, okay, no, he's really controlling. And then when I go against what he's saying, or I don't partake in arguments or whatever, he would get like super angry. He would call me out my name. He would like, try to like grab me up or whatever, or like start pointing my face and stuff like that. And it was times where I would be like, but he's a good person. I know he's just going through, like, I would make excuses for him because I know through conversations that he is broken. Like, he always felt like nobody was there for him. He always felt like the world is against him. He always felt like he wouldn't make it in life or whatever. And at that time, like, I realized he was broken, but I used that as an excuse to stay with him. Like, okay, but he's a good person. It's just that he's going through stuff. So I'm enduring pain because he's broken and I want to be there for him. You get what I'm saying? And you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to endure pain because someone else is broken.
And I think, like Liz said, if you notice that a man is broken, I feel like you should just walk away from the situation, because they can make you broken after leaving the relationship. Their insecurities, and now you're questioning who you are as a person, and you came in this relationship whole, and then you're leaving, not the same person. So once you notice those red flags, I think, if you can, I would just walk away from the situation and allow that person to heal from themselves, because they can be toxic for you as well.
I also believe like it can be rewarding as long as it's not like it will be tough, but as long as it's like not an abusive situation that I've endured or probably Stephanie experienced. I do believe sometimes when dating a broken person, to see that you help that person heal can be a rewarding situation. Like, I saw this person went from 0 to 10, and we worked through these problems together. We worked through whatever trauma this person went through together, and now look at us. I think it can be a rewarding situation, but I also feel as if whichever route it goes, whether it's rewarding or whether it's break you, you're gonna endure pain at the end of the day.
Yeah. And I think for it to be what you said, like for it to have a good outcome, I feel like the person has to put in the work also. Like, you could sit there and, because I feel like a lot of times people, people we know that somebody is broken, or you may be dating somebody that you say is a broken person, and it's like, okay, then you start putting in more effort, more time, more feelings, and you start taking from yourself to try to fix the next person. And to me, I feel like that person needs to be ready to grow and develop. That person has to be ready to address those traumas. So until that actually happens, anything that anybody else does is basically, you're wasting your time, because it's going to go in one ear and out the other, because the person isn't really ready. Yeah, they're not exactly. They're not ready. They're not going to grasp what you're trying to, do or help with.
So I know y'all said, men are broken and they have trauma, but is that the best dig when they kind of uneven, Stephanie?
The toxic penis.
I mean, I've dealt with both sides, so I mean, it just depends on the person. But I mean, if you want to talk about, it depends on what you like, though, honestly. Cause like toxic people, they probably trying to get they anger out that way. So yeah, but I dealt with both sides though.
That
so
like,
when he real aggressive, he
commit to no toxic penis.
Nah, it depends though. It really does.
Okay, so let's talk about Minnie. Do men want a freak or do they want a housewife? Whatever that means.
They want both.
Right.
Which one do they prefer?
Oh.
Hoes be fun.
Hoes is winning.
Hoes be winning, okay?
Listen, the thing I guess is kind of confusing is they want you to be a hoe, but they don't want you to have history. Like, they don't want you to be experienced in the bedroom, but they want you, when you're in the bed, they want you to be able to bend over, trick, splits, lick, throw, all that. But you can't be able to you need experience to get there. So what do you really want?
You better watch some porn.
I was just gonna say.
Experience. Bitch, you better be watching porn all these years before we meet.
Right?
Y'all homework assignments. Your homework is to watch 5 porns a day, okay?
Exactly. And come back and report and tell me what you learned. Show me what you learned.
Show me what you learned. Show me what you learned.
It's sad that they really do that though. Like, they don't want you to be with nobody. They think like, let me just put it in terms of this because it's in like adult stage. They think like we supposed to come like Eve came. Like how she was just an adult and then that's it. Like, no, that's not how it goes. I've been here, okay? Like, I got history. That's it. Like,
period.
What you want me to do?
And my thing is, I just hate that double standard. They be having history too. Y'all be out here fucking every single thing that's walking or whatever. That's how even when they be fucking everything, they still don't even know how to fuck, to be honest. But y'all be out here doing all this and y'all talk about y'all don't want us to have no history. Well, how the hell you think I know how to do a split on the dick? Come on now.
Okay.
How you know? I learned this from somewhere. Somebody taught me this. This is
practice. And be flexible before you, so you better respect him because that's why you getting this good pussy now.
Okay.
Big up to my last nigga.
I can't.
So, Lizzie, once somebody had it, could he always double back? Could he always come back and give you that toxic?
No. Y'all know how I am. Once I'm done, I'm done. Ain't no get out of my vibe, get out of my aura. Like, no.
But is it the same when you're done with the person and being done with the penis? It's like the same thing. Can you be done with the person but still like feeding for the penis?
For me, no. It has like it goes hand in hand. But I can see how for somebody, I can see.
So what? That's true with Lizzie because she wants good morning text messages. So
true. That is very true. See,
with that person.
With my boyfriend, like when we was like dating or whatever, it's been times I'm like, Nikki, no, I'm done with this man. Like, I don't want to. You want to slide real quick? Yes. It don't be me answering. It be my pussy answer. I be like completely done. Like, okay, I'm done. I'm good or whatever. Like, I'm not. I don't want to talk to him. But as soon as
and she always speak for you.
And as soon as the dick is involved, we'll try this next week, okay?
I'm gonna be done with him tomorrow for real.
What about you, Nikki? Can you be done with the person but still attached to the penis?
Absolutely.
You said that like I'm doing it now.
Right?
Yes, I think it is possible. I do think it's hard. As long as it's not somebody that you loved, I think that's a different scope. You can't keep having sex with somebody that you once loved. I think that becomes you playing yourself. You playing yourself because soul ties to me is real. So this is somebody that you once connected with, and that type of level, yeah, you playing yourself at this point.
It's okay to get played in peace. If no one knows, you good. Okay?
Lizzie?
Nah, not when you walking around depressed after because this person, yeah, nah, oh no.
Especially if
No,
he
sir.
laid it down right, and then now you got to be like, damn, I just gave him the pussy, and he's still
Right?
He's not acting right. He ain't text me after. Now you all in your feelings again.
Right?
That is
Exactly.
a hurt. Like that is a true hurt. Like you have sex with
Yeah.
someone and the next day you don't get no text message. Like, nigga, wait, what's going on? Not even a hi. Did you make it home?
Right?
Oh, definitely if they don't send you a "Did you make it home" text. That really be that hurt.
That's a hurt. Like, ooh.
Or if he texts you the next night talking about round 2 question mark, like, okay, but what about you don't even know if I'm
Heard
at
from you all
home.
day.
Like
Right?
I ain't even get a good morning text.
No, hey, nothing.
That's a different kind of hurt. So Stephanie, what do you think? You think men want a hoe or a housewife?
I think both, to be honest with you. Yeah, both. They could say all they want. They want a housewife, but if that was the case, my man, you would not be cheating. So you know what I'm saying?
Period.
Like they want both, but yeah.
So Stephanie, what vibes are you giving off? Are you giving out housewife or hoe?
I'm giving off chill vibes, and then it is what it is out there, and when we do whatever. But yeah, I'll be chilling. Like honestly, I don't know. I don't give off no vibes. Like guys tell me that all the time. Like I'm just a chill person, so they just be like, "Oh, you mad
do
cool."
seem too cool for
Very
school.
Yeah. So
I'm giving out so the dick.
I'm like more private though. Like you would never know. Like even if me and the person in the same room, you wouldn't even know unless we dating or making known together. Then yeah, but
Oh, so
if
you are
I'm at
definitely giving TLC creep.
yeah, you won't even know. Like honestly,
Well, Lisa Left Eye vibe. I'm getting Lisa Left Eye vibe.
Lizzie, what type of are you housewife or hoe?
I want to say I'm a hoe so bad, but y'all know I'm a housewife at the end of the day.
Yeah, you have a lot of restrictions. Don't choke me. Don't push me down too hard. Don't hold me down.
No spitting.
oh nah, the choke is necessary.
Thank
It's
you.
necessary.
No, Stephanie, I'm claustrophobic. Don't touch my neck. Don't hold me down. I'm like,
I can just
I'm
imagine
sorry,
you doing
Nikki.
Listen, it's necessary.
It is. That's just like, what the shit you doing on my head? What are you doing?
The
Do y'all
worst
want
part
to live or
is
do y'all want to die?
the worst part is
If I
I wanna be
die, I
close to
die.
it.
At least I was happy. Well,
Okay? I want to be
listen.
close to it.
Okay.
he gonna speak at my funeral like she was really happy. She left with no regrets.
I watch her take her last breath.
Oh, yes.
Her last words was "Take me, Jesus."
I can't.
No, her last one was, "I'm coming, Lord."
The men what they want.
Okay.
And we're here to give it to them.
What you giving off, Nikki?
I'm giving out housewives and hoe.
Okay. You doing both. You doing
Yes,
both.
the both worlds.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah. I'm getting off whole vibes all day. Hoes be winning.
They really do.